that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game. And eventually, we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Throwing to start the drive. Morales. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
At the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Morales. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Colts. Great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
Now they'll try to run a reverse here. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So
all his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Morales. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now it's second and 10.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run with Watson.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll complete this one to Watson.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36.
It's fourth down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a first and 10. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. They'll look to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. This will be caught at about the 6. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Rams are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. pushing his way through.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Throwing to start the drive. Morales. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw. Morales. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds. We're able to get it up past the 45. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Morales. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Morales. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the skill.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing to start the drive. Morales. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
At the Rams' 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Morales. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The LA offense ready for this next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that's going to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before.
But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for L.A. 76 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw again. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. They'll look to throw. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Rich. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again. I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Morales.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. Morales.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Colts are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
Here comes a reverse. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it.
Taking it right down Broadway. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. They'll try and throw for him. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more.
And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be
And a nice spin into some open field. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Morales. He finds his man. Complete. It's Spencer. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 3. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Morales. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this one is right through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Throwing to start the drive. Rich going up top. That's caught at the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before break. Rich. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So
all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Rams offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA! A great play there. 76 yards.
And the Rams come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He may go.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just...
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 13 yards out.
And the Rams take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Looking to throw. Rich. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's second down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. Morales. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Throwing to start the drive. Morales under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Looking to throw. Morales. He finds his man, complete. It's Spencer. And he'll get into the end zone. A touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 36 yards.
And the Colts get a bit closer.
Back to throw. Morales. And it'll be intercepted. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
The Rams offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
Operating from the gun, Morales. Incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
A loss of 7 brings up 3rd down and goal.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. And they'll send Williams in motion right. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown! A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
And if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it can end up in enemy's hands again.
Operating from the gun. Rich. He's got it.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Rams get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And that went to the right side and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Morales. And this is caught by Williams. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Off play action. Morales finding Williams once more. Complete.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake. Morales. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, looking stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Shelton. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively.
This is 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Shelton. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Off play action. Rich rolling to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20.
And he is going to have the Rams 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Ballard.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off.
Toward the pylon, caught.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And this is caught. And that could...
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on.